And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly... Philadelphia making a change here. Curry's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Johnson, he's checked in for Aldridge. MP comes in, and it's Carter in for Irving.
And when you bring up the process, he just says it's an ongoing thing.
Yeah, he's explained it a few times. I mean, this finals, then another one just to go to the finals. That doesn't even have you winning a ring yet.
The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Milton in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The shot by Curry, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Carter dishes to MP. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. On the wing, Milton, defended by Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. Good D by Johnson. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. MP with it. Now defended by Embiid. Johnson kicks to MP. Another miss by MP. Philadelphia leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
Carter, the pass to MP. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Inside, Curry. Score the basket. It's number 9, 67% shooting.
Off contact. I mean, Curry, he's added a lot to his game since coming into the NBA.
Durant against Harris. Durant, the pass to MP. Chris, you made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff runs, sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
Well, chemistry was very important, Kevin. I knew that being the leader of the team, that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. You know, we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did, but they all made me better.
Here's Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout. Performance it was for Joel Embiid.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
And a shot from a little early. Get off the team bus. Looking.
Hey, Brian, you could sick.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Here are the starters for Charlotte. Rozier, the 2, with Hayward. And it's Ball.
Well, hey, when you've got the speed and athleticism, it's the best way to play. You have to challenge the defense to keep up with you.
You know, P.J. Washington is very impressive. This young man hit the ground running when he stepped into the league back in 19. His debut performance, about 27 points, and an NBA record for made three-pointers in a debut.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're down out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Smith outside. Luck on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Now, when you talk about P.J. Washington getting off to a strong start, you also have to look at his defensive performance.
I agree, B.A. I mean, two-way player definitely is P.J. Washington. Excellent instincts, and he's continued to impress as a shot blocker.
Book night, he's checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte trailing. 1:16 left in the first. Now here's Smith. Defense right on it. And the basket is good.
You know, he's developed a reputation as a pass-first player, but Smith is a capable and consistent scorer, too. Takes a lot to slow him down.
A nice shot by MP. And if the name MP sounds familiar, it might be due to his high school days. Through social media, he had a major presence when he was a teenager.
It caused MP to gain a lot of fanfare at a young age. Now, he'll have to work hard to shed the image of being a social media star and be viewed as an NBA star.
Pass to MP. The 3 is up. And the Nets, another 3.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Here's Mills. He's covered by Oubre. And rejected. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. From outside the arc, fires in the triple.
You talk about passing, Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Pass to MP. From downtown, the Hornets pull it in. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really...
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Nets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break. Then,
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, BA, where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Paul Millsap is out there with Blake Griffin. Then it's MP. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Clark, a utility player like Miles Bridges, who can more or less do it all, has the ability to be such a difference maker for a team.
Boy, B.A., I love the way this young man has improved and what he brings to the table. He makes an impact because he plays well at both ends, and he's really added to his offensive game. He can shoot the mid-range jump shot out to the three-point line, and he's an excellent driver as well.
Timeout call, the Hornets.
And your Brooklyn Nets.
So Brooklyn. So it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the.
Let's go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rock. He's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Hornets. Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. On the court for Charlotte, Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Rozier finds Bridges. Throw it down on the lob.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Aldridge passes to MP. Back to Aldridge. And the layup is good off the glass. Aldridge has got 12 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Rozier with it. Now guarded by MP. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
How about Terry Rozier flashing the in-between game? Nice.
And he lobs it up. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Now the Hornets moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Plumlee against MP. Pass to Aldridge. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldridge. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half.
And the string.
Hayward outside.
Brooklyn foul. Number 19.
Claxton, he's checked in for Aldridge.
14 foul.
Brooklyn on D. Ball passes to Rozier. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. On the wing, MP. Pounded by Rozier. And here's MP from outside. And he can't get that one. So the Hornets will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that's a one-game homestand for them.
Substitution.
10-second limit on free throw routines. But we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
We've got Nicholas Claxton. MP is out there with Javon Carter. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Johnson in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Plumlee down low. Johnson on him. Here's Washington. And he recovers it.
You can add another offensive rebound to the tally. Just one of the areas where they're taking them to the task.
Out to Oubre. Three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. Plumlee against MP. Well, with everything else that coaches have been dealing with, the NBA gave them a pass to skip the suit and tie, Clark. You think broadcasters are next?
No, I would love that, B.A. I don't mind dressing up in a sweatsuit, but I know TV requires a coat and tie. But I would love on occasion to have a dress-down day if we could.
Here's Washington. Tipped. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Carter. Hayward with a steal. It's Hayward on the wing. It's blocked.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game one is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for James Harden.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Hey, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A nice shot by MP.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Back to Oubre. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Counted from distance.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg.
So it looked like you were hunting for threes at the expense of keeping the ball moving. Now, can you comment on that a bit?
Look, you keep the ball moving to get open threes. So if you're making a ton of open threes,
Wait. Hey D, hey B, head of our, hey Ma, hey NG, hey game one，当然都是贵宾。我是一个比地球更高的卫星。黑钻，AP，按下爆破按钮让敌人追击。电话那个响，开个报会议，先给亚当，我再看看汇率。
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. And let's go.
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Here we go. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Hachimura. And it's Gafford. And every year, Doris, more terrific players coming into the NBA. How good a position do you think the league is in right now as far as talent is concerned?
I mean, a great position, to be honest with you, Kevin. The players, arguably, to me, are more skilled and more athletic than ever. The global reach of the game means that competition for an NBA spot on a roster is fiercer than ever. Bradley Beal entered the NBA as a sweet shooter, but consistent work and improvement has turned this guy into an absolutely lethal threat from everywhere on the floor.
That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. 6 points for Bradley Beal.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
And here's MP for 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Greg, we heard the rumors early in training camp. This team is a bit torn on their view of MP and how he should be used.
Well, from what I heard, the front office loves him. But the man making the lineup doesn't agree, and it's becoming a point of contention. You wonder when MP will get a chance as a starter.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
MP, no good. Washington's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Over MP. And again, Washington, no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Off target from three-point range. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 1. They double him with MP. Gafford kicks to Kuzma. Rocket 6. Now the pass to Beal. Over Aldridge. Moves back up. In deep. Gafford drops it in. Gafford's got his second bucket of the night.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And here's MP for 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Kuzma outside to the paint, and the dunk by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
Aldridge, the pass to MP. Back to Aldridge. It's Durant on the wing. And here's MP for 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Kuzma can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And here's MP for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. MP's got 9 points. Hachimura with it. Passes it to Beal. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And both free throws good for Beal. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Nets lead by 1. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers.
I just go back to being in my backyard.
Checking in for the whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Then for the Wizards, Hachimura, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis Bertans. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bradley Beal. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. MP is out there with Irving, and it's Millsap in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Right side, Bryant. Pass to Hachimura. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a smooth catch-and-shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
MP outside. Outside, KD. 5 on the clock. And here's MP for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Wizards trail by 6.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
Here's Neto. He's covered by Irving. Top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out. Brooklyn leading by 6. MP outside. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Shoots the 3. Another miss by MP.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Hornets. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David